Hi there, welcome back to CodeEdge, the place where we make SAP UI5 and Fiori super simple. In this video, I am going to cover some of the most common SAP UI5 and Fiori interview questions. If you are preparing for an interview or just want to refresh your concept, this video is going to be gold. So let's get started. The first question is, what is SAP UI5? SAP UI5 is a framework used to build web applications. It is based on HTML5, CSS, and JavaScript. It helps to create responsive and user-friendly applications that work on desktop, tablet, and mobile devices. SAP is developed by SAP. SAP uses MVC, Model View Controller Architecture, and SAP integrates easily with SAP backend system using OData services. It comes with a huge set of pre-built UI controls like tables, chart, forms, and buttons, and it supports data binding, MVC architecture, and OData integration. So this makes it faster and easier to develop consistent professional business app. Second question is, what are the libraries in SAP UI5? In SAP UI5, libraries are like toolkits that contain ready-to-use controls and features. Instead of coding everything from scratch, you just use these controls from the libraries. So here are some popular libraries given below. The first one is SAP.m. It is used for mobile-friendly and responsive controls. The second one is SAP.UI.layout, which is used for layouts like grid, form, and responsive layout. The third one is SAP.UI.table, which is used for advanced table controls for large data sets. The fourth one is SAP.viz, which is used for chart and visualization. The last one is SAP.f, which is used for flexible column layouts for complex app. So you can load only the libraries you need in your manifest.json or bootstrap script. This keeps your app lightweight and fast. Now the next question is, what are the different types of views available in SAP UI5? In SAP UI5 we have mainly four types of views. The first one is XML view, second one is JavaScript view, third one is JSON views, and the last one is HTML view. Among these, XML view is the most commonly used because it's clean, readable, and separates UI from logic. Each view type defines the UI in a different format. The first one, XML view, uses XML syntax, which is very lightweight and easy to maintain. The second one is JavaScript view. UI is created using JavaScript code, flexible but less readable. The third one is JSON view, which is written in JSON format. It uses JSON syntax and rarely used for complex UIs. The last one, HTML view, which is written in plain HTML inside the view and not very common in enterprise app. Next question is, what is MVC architecture? MVC stands for Model, View, and Controller. It's a design pattern in SAP UI5 that separates data, UI, and logic, making applications easier to build and maintain. In MVC, model handles the data and it's binding to the UI, and it can be JSON, OData, or XML model. Second, view defines how the UI looks, which uses XML, JS, HTML, or JSON view. The third one is controller. It contains the event handling and business logic for the view. So this separation means UI changes don't affect the logic, and logic changes don't break the UI, which speeds up the development and improves code quality. Now the next question is, what design patterns are available in SAP UI5? So in SAP UI5, the most common design pattern in MVC, which is model view controller. Apart from that, SAP UI5 also support patterns like MVVM, which is model view and view model, component based architecture, and Fury design patterns such as master detail and flexible column layout. The first one, MVC, separates data, UI, and logic. The second one is MVVM, which uses a view model for two-way binding, reducing direct controller logic. The third one is component-based architecture, which breaks the app into reusable models with their own models, views, and controller. And the last one is Fury floor plans and pattern. It includes the master detail, work list, and overview page for consistent SAP Fury design. Now, the next question is, what is SAP UI5 BootStrap? So, SAP UI5 BootStrap is the initial script that loads the SAP UI5 framework into your application. Without it, the UI5 controls and libraries won't work. The Bootstrap is usually added in the index.html file as an script tag. So, it loads the UI5 core library and specifies the theme, libraries, and resources path, and initializes the framework before the app starts. So, this step is important because it tells the browser how and from where to load SAP UI5. Now, what is Component.js file in UI5? In SAP UI5, the Component.js file is the entry point of your application, and it defines app metadata, routing, models, and the other configuration. So the framework knows how to start and structure the app. So it works like a blueprint for application, and it initializes the app models, data, source, and more. And it defines routing, navigation between views, and it holds app metadata like name, version, and dependency. So the advantage is it keeps configuration in one place and makes the app reusable as a component in larger projects. Now the last question is, what is the difference between SAP UI5 and SAP Fury? SAP UI5 is the technical framework used to build app, while SAP Fury is the design language and user experience guidelines for those apps. So SAP UI5 is a JavaScript based framework which use HTML5, CSS, and JavaScript with pre-built controls like data binding and MVC architecture to develop responsive app. And SAP Fury is a design concept from SAP that defines how the app should look and behave, consistent layout, theme, icons, and navigation. So, in short, we can say we use SAP UI5 to develop apps that follow SAP Fury design principle. And that's a quick run through of top SAP UI5 and Fury interview question. If you found this useful, hit like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to CodeEdge. In upcoming videos, we will go deeper into each of these topics with demos. So, see you in the next one.